Meghan Markle thought walking away from the royal family would turn her into Hollywood's next big thing. Instead, the reality has been a lot more awkward. The red carpets didn't exactly roll out, the big studios kept their distance, and the A-list circle never fully opened the door. Here are 13 times Hollywood flat-out rejected and snubbed Meghan Markle because of the toxic image she's built for herself. Meghan Markle loves to present herself as the ultimate modern housewife, always talking about how hard she works raising her children and managing family life. But when the idea of her joining the Real Housewives came up, the reaction from the actual housewives was less than enthusiastic. During an interview, the cast was asked how they'd feel about Meghan appearing on the show. Instead of excitement, the women looked genuinely alarmed. One by one, they made it clear they didn't want someone like Meghan joining their circle.
Oh, you want a house?
Well, I guess they have
What
to be,
about
right?
Meghan Markle?
Oh.
No, we're not.
I'd rather not. I don't want Meghan Markle on our show now.
I think Kate would be wonderful.
Yeah, I've said
a royal. Right. Yeah, you should probably have like a break.
Yeah, because she would surprise people.
Yeah.
And this is how Meghan reacted to this rejection to save her face and to avoid the fact that she had been outright rejected by them.
I stopped watching The Housewives when my life had its own level of drama that I stopped craving
other people's.
One of the biggest moments Meghan thought would launch her Hollywood empire was her explosive interview with media queen Oprah Winfrey. The interview made headlines around the world, and Meghan clearly hoped it would open the doors to Hollywood's inner circle. But after the cameras stopped rolling, something interesting happened. Oprah started distancing herself from Meghan. There were no big follow-up projects, no new partnerships, and no major collaborations between Oprah and Meghan. For someone who had just delivered Oprah one of the biggest interviews of the decade, the silence was telling. Instead of becoming Meghan's Hollywood ally, Oprah seemed to quietly move on, leaving Meghan without the powerful media backing she was probably hoping for. To boost the popularity of her struggling Netflix show With Love Meghan, Meghan tried a simple trick: bring in a huge celebrity to attract viewers. Their big target? Country music legend Dolly Parton. The idea was obvious. If someone as loved as Dolly showed up on the show, people might actually start watching. But that plan didn't last long. When Dolly received the invitation, she turned it down immediately. And just like that, the celebrity cameo Meghan was hoping would save the show disappeared. Instead of just taking the rejection and moving on, Meghan reportedly didn't handle it well. She was said to be furious about the snub, and somehow even blamed the royal family for Dolly Parton refusing the offer.
Netflix asked her to go onto Meghan's show as ever, and she declined because of brand and reputation damage she could foresee by associating herself with Meghan.
Because apparently, when things don't go Meghan's way, it's never just a no. There always has to be someone else to blame. Now, this is pretty embarrassing. In February 2025, reports from Page 6 revealed that Meghan had reportedly been dropped by WME, one of the biggest talent agencies in Hollywood. They fired Meghan as a client.
As if Meghan Markle didn't have enough problems, we've now heard that she might have been dropped by her Hollywood agency, WME.
And when a powerhouse agency like WME decides they're done with you, that's not random. Insiders said Meghan had become extremely demanding and difficult to work with.
She is difficult, she's too demanding. We heard there was an incident over the holidays that year where, people came back, she was demanding this meeting, she was upset that people hadn't been, she wanted decks and plans, and they hadn't been doing them because they were on vacation and spending time with their family, and she had a meltdown. Major dispute with some people, and I guess Ari Emanuel, who is the head honcho over there, was just like, I am done with her.
But here's the thing. Hollywood will tolerate a diva if the results are huge. The problem? Meghan's projects weren't bringing the numbers. She is a failed actress at best who likes to throw tantrums. So when you're high maintenance and not delivering hits, Hollywood moves on. And that's exactly what WME reportedly did. When Meghan turned 42, she was reportedly expecting a big moment. You know, public wishes, headlines, maybe even a message from the royal family. Instead, nothing. The day came and went, and the royal family carried on like it was just another normal day. No public message, no royal shout-out, just complete silence. Even the big Hollywood elites she claimed to be her friends snubbed her.
Even though Meghan's brand, as ever, posted a gushing tribute to her on her birthday, praising her as a woman, a business founder, a mother, a wife, the royal family has remained notably silent on this special day. And the likelihood is we aren't going to get a birthday well-wish from any of them anytime soon.
Here's the part Meghan seemed to forget. When you walk away from the royal family and the responsibilities that come with it, the perks usually walk away too. You don't get to quit the job and still expect the royal birthday perks to show up every year. Back in 2022, Meghan and Prince Harry dropped their Netflix tell-all series. And yes, it pulled in a lot of views. But not exactly because people loved it. Most viewers tuned in out of curiosity, just to hear the kind of lies Meghan and Harry would say about the royal family.
That documentary, Harry and Meghan, was fiction. I mean, they made it up and they lied.
Now, Meghan clearly thought all that attention meant awards were coming. The expectation? Emmy nominations. The reality? Nothing. The show didn't come anywhere near the nomination list. Reports said Meghan and Harry were frustrated and irritated that Hollywood basically ignored the series. Despite all the headlines and the hype, the Emmy voters didn't bite. Then things got even more awkward. The attention from the show apparently went to Meghan's head so much that she even applied to be a judge for the Emmys.
Interesting thing is that Meghan applied to be a judge on the Emmys, which is really funny because the only she would vote for would be her own documentary.
Fast forward to 2025, and the situation didn't improve. None of their projects received Emmy nominations again, which meant there was really no reason for them to show up at the ceremony at all. The night was all about celebrating the best work in television, and Meghan and Harry's projects simply weren't part of that conversation. Now, this one didn't just come from Hollywood gossip. It came from a global ranking. In 2025, a list of the most disliked celebrities in the world was published, and Meghan Markle landed near the very top. She ranked number 2, right behind Sean Diddy Combs, who took the number 1 spot for, well, pretty obvious reasons.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has followed a strikingly steady course. Years after exiting royal life, the Sussexes continue to dominate most disliked celebrities list. 2025 Rankers list places Meghan Markle firmly at number 1 ahead of figures like Sean Diddy Combs, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Ellen DeGeneres.
But still, that's not exactly the list you want to be on. When you end up ranking as one of the most disliked celebrities on the planet, it says a lot about how the public sees you. At that point, it wasn't just critics talking anymore. It was public opinion. And Meghan being number 2 on that list showed just how badly her image had taken a hit. Meghan and Harry showed up at the big 75th birthday party for Kris Jenner. It was a packed celebrity event, and the Sussexes were clearly trying to blend in with the A-list crowd. Photos from the party were posted online by the Kardashian clan, including Kim Kardashian. And yes, Meghan and Harry were right there in some of the pictures. But then, something awkward happened. Not long after the photos went up, the ones featuring Meghan and Harry mysteriously disappeared from Kris and Kim's accounts. Just deleted. And the internet noticed immediately. Because, let's be honest, when celebrities start quietly deleting photos that include you, that's not a good sign. It usually means someone looked at the post, saw Meghan in it, and thought, yeah, maybe let's not associate with that.
Heading up to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they're getting roasted right now after Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian deleted photos posing with the Sussexes from Instagram. Now, of course, they both posted pictures and then deleted them. This is, of course, this was when they attended Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party.
During her failed podcast, Archetypes, Meghan tried to pull in some huge names. And we're not talking small celebrities. She reportedly invited global superstars like Taylor Swift and Beyoncé to appear on the show. The idea was obvious. If Taylor or Beyoncé showed up, the podcast would instantly explode in popularity. But that moment never came. both of them completely skipped the podcast. No appearance, no episode, nothing.
We found out that Taylor Swift turned down Meghan Markle for the Archetypes podcast. I believe Vanity Fair told us that Beyonce turned down Meghan Markle for, was it Archetypes too?
So the two women Meghan had happily talked about and praised in public, they clearly weren't interested in showing up for her podcast at all. And that had to be awkward, because it quietly exposed something Meghan probably didn't want people to notice. Those A-list friendships she talks about might not actually exist. Her Netflix show, With Love, Meghan finally wrapped up its run. And despite all the hype, it didn't exactly become the smash hit she was hoping for. After the final season, Netflix reportedly showed no interest in throwing more millions at another version of the same cooking show, which made people all over the globe cringe.
Reports claim her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, will not be returning for a third season. The lifestyle program, which debuted last year and ran for 2 seasons plus a holiday special, drew mixed reactions from critics, but maintained a loyal fan base. Still, that support appears to have fallen short of securing a renewal.
And Netflix wasn't the only one backing away. Even Spotify pulled the plug after the first season of Meghan's Archetypes podcast. The partnership ended quickly, funding stopped, and the deal was over almost as soon as it started. So when both major platforms start stepping away, it sends a pretty clear message. The Meghan experiment in media just wasn't delivering the results they expected. Remember the Paris fashion moment Meghan tried to turn into a big headline? Yeah, that didn't go the way she hoped. There were already plenty of complaints online about her awkward runway-style walk that people compared to something straight out of Zoolander. But the most embarrassing part wasn't the walk. It was the invitation situation. Because according to reports, Meghan wasn't actually invited to the Balenciaga fashion show at all. In fact, insiders claimed she had to reach out herself and ask if she could attend.
It's been revealed that Meghan Markle actually invited herself to this Paris Fashion Week show earlier this month. Now, the Balenciaga designer has claimed that she reached out and she said she would love to come to the show. I mean, Andrew, reading this, it does not surprise me.
And that's classic Meghan. You have to be a next-level pretender if you have to call up a fashion house and basically ask, "Hey, can I come?" Just to show that you are an A-list celebrity? You are not, Meghan! Working with Meghan Markle apparently isn't just a job. It's more like a survival test. Over the years, multiple staff members have quit after very short periods working for her. And the pattern keeps repeating. People join the team, last a few months, and then walk away.
On the royal front, bad news for the Sussexes as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's chief of staff, a man called Josh Kettler, has reportedly quit after just 3 months in the role.
Well, apparently, Kettler has left the couple high and dry as they prepare to begin their public tour of Colombia later this week.
Former employees have described the environment as toxic and exhausting. Some even said working for Meghan was so stressful that it seriously affected their mental health. And that's the reputation that keeps following her around. Because when staff keep quitting one after another, and none of them want to come back, it starts to paint a pretty clear picture of what it's actually like working behind the scenes with Meghan and her organization. And finally, one of the most awkward moments of all. During one of Serena Williams' matches, Meghan tried to get a little attention by sitting close to Serena's mother, Oracene Price. She started trying to make conversation, clearly hoping to get noticed. But Serena's mom wasn't interested at all. Instead of engaging with Meghan, she kept her eyes on the match and completely ignored the conversation attempt. Meghan kept trying to get her attention, but it went nowhere. And honestly, that pretty much sums it up. Those were 13 times Meghan Markle got snubbed or rejected, whether by Hollywood, celebrities, or even people sitting right next to her. So now we want to hear from you. Which one of these moments was the most cringy? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one!